Come on in. Come on in. Who's in here? Let me hear it. Come on. Let me hear it. Who's in here? Who's in here? Who's here? Let me hear it. Somebody say fan cams? Somebody say fan cams? Fan cams. Fan cams. Come on in. Come get the fan cams. SP400. Winner's piss in here, guys. Winner's piss only. Winner's piss. Winner's piss. Come on. How the fuck are we? let's fucking go. 2023 Pies footy in 2024. I don't know what to say. How good is that? How good is that? Hey, yes, we blew a 5-goal lead, nearly. But I'm not interested in that conversation tonight, unfortunately. I'm not interested in that conversation. Madison! Maddie! Can you open the door? We have visitors. Get your fan cams. Come on. I want to see some new faces tonight. Show yourself. Show yourself. How good is that? I'm speechless. Does anybody remember Mitch McGovern's goal after the siren when he played for Adelaide against us to draw the game? Does anybody remember when Collingwood did that to Carlton in 2022? Carlton couldn't do it tonight. Carlton could not do it tonight. Get your fan cams in. Come on. Come on in. Boomer. Boomer, boomer, boomer. Boomer, talk to me.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what sheet I'm on. Okay. Hey, Floriet Picard. And for those of you who can't speak Latin, which is pretty much everyone, may the magpie flourish.
Magpies will flourish.
I think what's happening, guys, the magpie spirit, it's dead set a thing.
Hey, Boomer, I don't know what you're fucking saying, but we fucking did it, brother. We did it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We could be on the cusp of what is probably one of the most amazing comebacks now, because we don't need to win every game. We basically lifted up 2 positions last night, thanks to West Coast and whoever else it was. Sorry,
how about Port Adelaide today, Boomer?
Yeah. 110 points over Sydney. So how open's that? They were dominant for all season, and they scored 36 points tonight. So where are we, guys? Like, our backline started functioning again. I'm just fucking gobsmacked as to how well some of this shit went down.
Drink. Boomer, what are you drinking tonight?
What am I doing? Well, it's actually light beer, so I can't do too many, but a couple of joints as well to calm the nerves.
This is the thing about light beer, right? You can drink 20 of them and you'll be fine, right? They're not full strength beer. That's apparently the rumor has it in Tasmania, where all the Cascade Lights come from.
Well, it just depends if you drink for effect and not for taste. In my case, mate, if I have beers at my age, the hangover lasts for a fucking month and a half. So you just suffer so much. But I've got to say, like, the guys really put it together for Pendles and the gang. Darcy Moore seems to have started to find his feet. He didn't fuck up too much. And I've got to say, Bobby Hill's starting to look good again, and McStay, and just, I don't know, this is that close to a full-strength side, wasn't it, guys? Do you think?
Just some good performances.
Yeah. I feel like we played well overall as a team to really get that win today, right? Like, I felt like everyone contributed, and that's why we got the result we did. Like, I'd argue, like, the way we played, maybe we could have won by a little bit more. Like, we kind of let them back into the game late, don't you reckon?
That's what we do best, brother. We let them in.
That just seems to be our style of play. When was the last time we really put anyone to the sword by 10 goals? That's a bit of a hard one, but I was watching the stats during the game, and our tackle count was below theirs by about 10 at half time. We turned that around in the third quarter to really assert it. And the thing is, they had like 40 more possessions, 40 more kicks, about the same handballs, but the kicks were, we were winning the contested marks and contested possessions, but they just had 40 where they were, I don't know, chipping it around, I guess.
The difference is, Boomer, the difference between what Hawthorn could do to us with their uncontested ball and what Carlton could do is Carlton, they were kicking it backwards and sort of holding onto the ball, but they weren't getting quality handball receives to move that ball. And we look like a good team defensively when the ball is moving slowly, and that's what happened tonight.
Yeah. And the way it is, like I said, we moved from 13th up to 11th. Now, Hawthorn could get the 4 points tomorrow, but that's Hawthorn or GWS. Either way, that's good for us. Essendon, they could lose to, who have they got tomorrow? They've got someone they can lose to, Freo. So there's a good chance they'll get knocked off. So although we're relying on a few results now, we just keep winning the next 4 games, and I think the teams above us will shoot themselves in the foot. The Bulldogs last night, however, I've got to say, boys, when you look at a team, they've got all the packages. The Bontempelli's got his 2016 form back. Adam Treloar is playing better than what he did for us, which is pretty good. They've got some tall timber up forward to take the marks. They're playing with all heart and ticker. I reckon the Bulldogs could be the ones to beat this year.
Boomer, I'm not sure if you watched the Fancast podcast that me and Anthony started on, but if you did listen to it, I said the dark horses for the 2024 season is the Bulldogs. If they could get their midfield firing, Treloar, Bonds, if they could all fire, based off our performance on when we versed them against Collingwood, they are the dangerous side to beat. I'm not sure if you watched that. I caught it early, and they're pulling it together very well. But let's just savor the moment as it is today. And wow, God, how good was that Pies performance?
Well, all I can say is you got more in the queue, I suppose. There's a few, but look, it's Carlton. It's the old guard. To beat them is always the best. To beat them by less than a fucking goal yet again. Yes, go fucking Pies. Really happy, guys. I reckon we're in the colour of a great.
Boomer, give me 1 second. Jesse, all I ask for in return for coercing you into tipping Collingwood today, I don't care what time it is in England right now, you pour yourself an alcoholic beverage, Jesse, and enjoy that one.
Do it for us. As our angry Carlton supporter just leaves.
Well, look, I got to say, all right, now, Pendles, I'll finish up now, but I'll just give you this one. That particular pigeon, they've all talked about Pendles and his 400 games, and the pigeon gets a mention, but I reckon the poor little bastard's got PTSD, which is pigeon stress disorder, and he hasn't played an AFL game since Pendles got him with the ball. That was the end of his AFL career, that pigeon. So, I mean, let's spare him a thought.
Boomer, I've got a joke for you. You're always giving us jokes, James. I've got a joke for Boomer.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for it? A bit off topic, but we'll go with it. All right. Boomer, there's 3 guys. They all reckon they can break a Guinness World Record. Right. First guy goes, I'm the strongest man in the world. He goes into the room, gets tested. The Guinness World Record guy comes out. He goes, you're the strongest man in the world. The second guy goes, I reckon I've got the biggest nose in the world, champs. He goes in, gets tested. He has the longest nose in the world. Third guy goes, I think I've got the smallest dick in the world. He goes in, gets tested. Guy comes out. He goes, who the fuck is Boomer? What do you reckon about that one?
Yeah, well, I heard your old man said to you ran home one day and said, hey, Dad, I got the biggest dick in 6th grade. He said, yeah, Cal, but you are 26.
No, Boomer, that's a good one. Hey, Boomer, we love ya. We're moving on. Go Pies.
No
Go
worries,
Pies.
guys. Go Pies. See you next week after our string of victories, and we're for back in for back to
Alright, see you,
back.
Magpie.
Bye, guys.
Kynan, ready, mate? Hey, stop, Kynan, stop laughing.
He's flexing. He's flexing.
I'm good.
Talk
I'm
to him.
good.
Talk to us.
I love Bo McQuarrie. Loved him. He's my boy. Missed him. He was the goat. The pressure, the kicking, the fucking getting in people's faces. Mwah. Beautiful. Loved him. So good. Bobby Hill. Back to form.
How did you feel when, like late in the game, Carlton was getting on top of us, and then they just absolutely shank it at the end? What was that moment to you? Because for me, it almost felt as good as the grand final win. It was a very close. It was so close to that.
Yeah, I have a headache from the last quarter. A lot of yelling. Yeah, no, watching that was I thought it was 2022 all over again, but reverse roles. And I was
Scary.
like, oh shit. Yeah. And then I was like, Darcy Cameron, why didn't you even like touch the ball when he threw it in? He just walked behind him and then let him kick it. I was like,
What about
Yeah.
were you stressing when Elliot just let the ball go over? Like I thought he would have just kind of gooned it.
I knew why he did that. I was like, that's smart. He didn't have anyone in front of him, so he was like, okay, you let it go over for a
I
throw
don't
in.
know any player ahead, but
I thought I'd have to watch the replays. I thought there was someone there, but obviously, if he's done that, he must have known there was no one there, champ.
yeah. So if there's no one up the
Or
ground,
if he did,
if not, just
Yeah.
boot it away. Hey, the result is the result, and we ended up winning. So can't complain there.
God. Oh, it was so stressful, man. That third quarter. Fourth quarter, sorry, not third. Oh, Jesus. I just watching it and I was like, oh shit, we're gonna choke. We're choking in the fourth quarter. We're back to our old ways. What's going on? 32 points up and we come back down to win by less than a goal. Oh, hated it. It was awful, but it was a good game nonetheless. Very good game. Very proud of the other 3 quarters we played because the last one was pretty bad.
What do you think of the game, Cuzzy?
You want to jump in?
I'm
You want to say
speechless,
something?
man. Look, if I'm being reasonable here,
He's a Carlton fan, guys.
Carlton
so
supporter,
just take
yeah.
it easy.
Come in the camera. Come in the
if
camera.
I'm being reasonable here, guys, you guys deserve the victory. Look, man. At the end of the day, you guys kicked the high score, but let's be honest here. You aren't going to make finals. Like if I'm being,
Here comes the excuses. Here comes the excuses. Jesus, here it comes. Here it comes.
you
Come
guys will be
on.
finals, I think. Nah, you guys look. You deserved it, man. For Pendles, good bloke. I respect him. So, cheers to you guys, man. I gotta give it to you guys. So yeah,
Full credit to the boys.
full credit to the boys. Yeah.
God, you sound like Muzzer. If anyone knows who's Muzzer
Yeah,
is
no,
on TikTok.
He's a chitch guy. He's a chitch.
I go to the toilet.
God.
Yeah.
Roaming.
Yeah.
Go Pies.
I was very, very happy with Vitel's performance too.
He
A
was
little
good.
bit icky here and there, but
Is Chris watching this, man? By the way, Chris. You're lucky. You're lucky Carlton didn't win, man, because I was blowing up your phone, man. You and your old man fault. I was blowing them up. I'm just letting you know, all right? I love you boys anyways, all right?
Take it easy.
Take care, yeah?
And better luck next time, champ.
Fuck it off, man.
Hey, he's a
good.
Carlton fan, but he's a realist. He respects the grind.
at least he actually acknowledges that we were better on the day.
Look, my heart not feeling great, but that's okay.
You know, at least Charlie Curnow didn't get ridiculous free kicks all game.
Hey, he didn't. Did he kick a goal?
He kicked 1, I think.
That's a far cry from his 3.5.
Comparison to the 5 or the 4, 5. How many you got back on Darcy?
Hey, shout out Footy Lab. Gifted 5 footy memberships. One to Malula Mark, one to Giga Chad, one to Boyd, one to Lil Sparky, and one to AA187, who's a long-time fan. So shout out Footy Lab, guys. Handing out the memberships.
Mad dog.
Where'd
Another. What was that?
Where'd you watch the game?
Oh, I just watched it at home. From Adelaide, so I couldn't go there if I wanted to.
South Australia, Kynan.
Yeah. Yeah, South Australia. It's originally from Ireland.
Check. Can you dap me up?
Yeah, no. Nick Dacos. Once again, he's just a freak.
Can you dap me up? Sorry, Kynan. 1 second.
Oh, God.
Wait up in a second. Just releasing some stress. That's all.
Fair enough. I knew you would have a cigarette. I'm neat. Oof.
Are there
Yeah,
many-
no, Nick Dacos. He's just a freak.
Kynan, are there many Collingwood fans in Adelaide, or how's that?
No, not a lot. Pretty much
Take him at me, man.
when it was gather round, every single person I saw with the Collingwood hat on was like, "Oh yeah, we're from Melbourne," and I was like, "Oh, sick." I don't think I've met a single South Australian Collingwood supporter yet, besides me.
Boomer says end of Charlie's goal a game record, 60-odd games. So maybe he didn't kick a goal, Kynan. Can you give us a fact check, Kynan?
Hold on. Yep.
Jump into fan cam,
I think
guys.
Yeah, I think he kicked one, didn't he? Or am I tripping balls? Hold on. Let's have a look see.
I don't think he kicked the goal.
No, he mustn't have. Oh, no, it was an assist. That's what it was. Yeah,
Wow,
he kicked it to
that's-
someone, then kicked a goal. Yeah.
Can I just say, I got to put my hand
yeah.
on him. I got to put my
Yeah.
hand up. Billy Frampton today on Mackay.
Me too. He did good.
Here's the thing. I'll reference mixed martial arts. Styles make matchups. Styles make fights. And Frampton is Mackay's kryptonite. At least tonight he was.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. For sure. I'm sorry. I feel bad about Geordie though and his hamstring.
Sometimes
It
you
was
got
probably
to
bound to happen. Yeah.
you got to sacrifice something for the greater good, and that's what it was. That's the way I look at it.
Fuck no, that goal he got where he hit it on the wing and then he got on the ground and then he ran up and he hit it forward again and then he ran forward and then he got a handball and then he kicked a goal. 3 possessions in the span of like a minute. Oh, it was crispy watching that. So nice watching good form football again. Not this bombing it into 50 and hoping for a mark shit that we've been doing the past like 4 or 5 weeks.
That was Pies footy on full display.
Yeah, 100%. Fast, chaotic football. And that's just what it was. I don't think I saw many times where they would just pick it up off the ground. They just kept hitting it forward. They would just hit it forward to advantage. And yeah, I was the same. I'm pretty sure I almost like threw my laptop across the room when I saw him mark that football. I was
Too
like,
much.
are you kidding me? Yeah,
much.
that was so rough. Oh. Yeah, it's always the Carlton games too. It's never any other games. It's always the Carlton games that make me want to die.
We've got the wood over them. We do, don't we?
Yeah, it's weird. Like now we've won 10 out of the last 12 games against them.
Love that.
Which is a
What is it?
really
9 of the last
good
10, did you
statistic.
say?
10 of the last 12.
Sorry, say that again?
10 of the last 12.
And say it again.
10 of the last 12.
And how many games, out of the last 12 games, how many games have Collingwood won against Carlton?
10 out of 12.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying.
It's a really good statistic.
Wait, what was that?
Jesus. It's like an 85% win percentage. 10 out of 12, man. It's great.
I see what you're saying now. I understand.
Yeah, it's awesome. Bobby Hill back to form once again.
Taking
Those
innocent
tap-ons.
marks? Who are you, Bobby?
Yeah, literally, Bobby Hill, the forward, taking intercepts.
Who?
Crazy. Darcy Moore, I'm just happy that he's actually getting back to that all-Australian.
Hey, he didn't take his intercept marks But fuck, did he throw his body into every contest?
Yeah, he was pulling Murphy. He was doing a Murphy. And it was
Example.
great to see. There he is, our captain. Yeah. Nah, I reckon based on this game, I reckon we'll snowball the rest of the games. But maybe the Brisbane game. The Brisbane game might be tough. But the Swans, at their current form, I don't think they're going to be much of a challenge.
I'm licking my lips at that next week, just quietly.
Yeah. Yeah, like if they didn't 100-point loss is fucking crazy. I was watching the score on the bottom right and I was like 71-0 at halftime. That's fucking mental.
Yeah, you don't see
And
that.
we beat Port by a shit ton earlier in the season. So
Hey, I have to say, Terry Blue Abroad just messaged me. He said he runs the Carlton fan channel. He said, "What a game, go Pies!" So respect to Terry.
hey, he's not Muzzer.
He's a good. Thanks, mate. That's hurt. All the best.
Oh god.
But full respect, like some of those boys, yeah, we are rivals, but they're good lads
Yeah,
over there.
Patrick Cripps is just he's nuts.
You can't hate him.
He's so good. Him and Wiedering. Wiedering is defender, like as a defender, he is so good.
They've got the best defender in the game of the last 20 years, in my
Well,
opinion.
yeah. Well, Adam Sard looked like he didn't know where he was going for half of the game.
They had nowhere to run. That's the problem.
Yeah, and then he came off the ball and then he missed the ball completely. And it was like, what the fuck? If you're gonna do that, you at least need to touch the ball. Nah, it was very sorely. Bo McQuarrie was very sorely missed. That run and carry and that physicality he brings. Without it, it feels like the side just doesn't move as quickly and jive as well. He's like the Ginnivan of last year, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, it was a good game. Very good
All right,
game.
Conan. Appreciate your time as always, man. Love having you here, bro.
Easy.
Take care, brother. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Yeah, we'll do. Oh, I will.
Michali. Etimos.
There you go,
Nato.
What do you say, man? This is sorry. Let me just quickly say it's one of those games that you don't even analyze it. Yeah, it's just an emotion game. Yeah. Why would you want to analyze it? Yeah, it's the same old shit. Yeah, we get a lead, we cough it up, and we're fighting at the end. And this is the kind of game that even if we bomb out this year, we don't make the 8, we can always remember something like this. We sat them on their asses, shut up. He's on a top 14. It's just brilliant. I thought we had it lost when McGovern went for that shot, but how good is it? All right, kick after the siren, but you're shitting yourself just before the kick. Then as soon as he kicks it, it's like it was that shit. It's like it wasn't even like close. Like it just straight on the full. It was just beautiful.
It's a good feeling when you don't have to ride that whole kick. As soon as it came off the boot, you could just start celebrating.
Yeah. I was watching with my wife, and I'm like, we're done. We're gonna lose. They're gonna be fucking celebrating on Kendall's 400th, blah blah blah. And then just as soon as straight off the boot, straight out of bounds, it was just poetry, man. Beautiful. I just can't wait. I got work tomorrow. I cannot wait to just give it to some cunts. And but they were very pessimistic this week. Yeah, I was throwing banter at them, and they were like, very tight-lipped, and yeah, And I'll tell you what, they only played 20 minutes of footy, man. That was for most of the game, we did all right, yeah. We played the old brand. It's just not there yet, yeah. But that's been the story all year, and yeah, they're shit, man. They're shit. Oh, they talk themselves up sometimes. They are shit, man. Do you agree? They're shit.
Mate, I'm just happy. I think what you mentioned at the start is these are the games where fuck analyzing this game, man. Let's fucking soak it up and just enjoy it for what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Dugawi looks like out for the season. But we made the right call there. We put him in. He was injured, but he did kick 2 goals. He was important for this result, and that's what we did. We rolled the dice. We threw him in there, and it worked. He's injured, but we took that risk, yeah. And good on him. Get himself nice and fit for next year, and back in it again.
That was a sacrifice, wasn't it, Mikhaili? At the end of the day, it's a sacrifice. That's what it was at the end of the day. That's all it was.
Are you going to make a public apology to Mr. Billy Frampton?
I'll put it in the review as well. I put my hand up at the when Kynan was on. I said styles make fights, Michael. What I mean by that is Frampton played very well against him early in the year, and he seems to be Mackay's kryptonite to a certain extent. So when I saw Frampton's name listed, to me, I asked myself, well, Kruger's not available. Charlie Dean doesn't bode well against taller players. It's the logical move. And he was Billy Frampton was borderline flawless tonight.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, look, when our midfield gets smashed, he's going to have a shit game. The ball's coming in there every 2 seconds, man. He's going to have a shit game. He's going to look bad when the ball's just constantly going in there and Darcy Moore's not even helping him and stuff. But when our midfield's 50-50 or on top of the opposition, he does his job well. He does the 1%ers right, yeah? He might lose a player on a lead here and there, but when in the clinches, he's there. He's not perfect. He's not but he outmarked him a couple of times. He looked comfortable when he did have the ball. And even when Mackay was running to help their defence, Frampton ran up with him and took a valuable intercept mark just outside our 50. And so he just needs time. He hasn't had the time. He got moved around a lot by Fly, and that was a necessity. But good on him, Billy.
We are so much better defensively when we can clog them up in their front half. And I said it before the game. I said in the preview, I said I was more nervous going into the Hawthorn game because when they move the ball, they move with intent. Carlton have this bad habit of slowing right down. And they probably won the uncontested possession battle by 20s and 30s or 40s maybe, but it wasn't moving with intent. It was just being passed around, and we were set up the whole time. They didn't look to change the speed of the game. So that's a stat that when it's bad, it's clear, but there's games like this where they probably won an uncontested battle, but you could tell just looking at the game, it wasn't hurting us.
Yeah. What can you say, man? Beautiful Saturday night, and I forgot what I was going to say, but I'll just talk about something else. Good to have Bo McCreary back.
Did you see his tackle in that last quarter? That tackle, we just floored that player.
Yeah. We just that's what we love about him. Yeah. he goes missing every now and then, but just that brute force that and that speed. And Bobby Hill, everyone's saying he's out of form and all that sort of stuff. He's not out of form, man. He's just kicking shit for goal. He's always setting stuff up. He's always busy. I don't think it's just kicking for goal. And half the time, they're fucking snaps from angles and stuff. Yeah, he's doing his job. He's keeping the opposition defense always on their toes. So yeah, well done, Bobby. Because I don't agree with everyone saying he's in shit form. I reckon he's doing all right. How many goals does he set up? It's unbelievable.
He's a goal assist magician this year.
Yeah, I remembered now what I was going to say. Remember, this will go down as another memorable game against Carlton, but the 2022 last round game, I just couldn't help myself, and I went and watched Terry's show. Call it, I don't know, the slang word is ambulance chasing. You just want to see people get paid. So I'll be definitely having a look at their show later. It's just, you got to do it, man. It's just, and Pommy, I love Pommy, man. I love him, and back then when we beat him back in 2022, that's the first time I encountered Pommy on that show, and I'm like, who's this fucking prick? But then you get to watch him a bit more, and you come to like the guy. So I feel for him, but I'll take the win. And what you got to do next year, Anthony? You got to do a watch along with him. You got to do a watch along together with him. Be hilarious.
That'll be one for the ages. Maybe the first Carlton Collingwood game we can tee it up.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, I'm just a bit speechless at the moment because of just so like we've experienced the treacherous time, and tonight, even the Richmond win was the Richmond win. It felt respectfully, it felt like nothing. Tonight feels like, all right, the boys have still got some fight left in them, and they're not ready to fold yet.
And when Carlton were coming back, it was almost like a perfect opposite of that game back in 2022, yeah? Because we came back from like 30 points. They were going bang, 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 and they were waiting for their Jamie Elliott moment, and it almost came after the siren.
Well, we almost had Jamie Elliott again. We had Saad chasing Jamie Elliott into open goal, and he soccers it and just misses it. It was similar, wasn't it?
Mate, I jumped up from the couch after that. Oh, man, that would have been beautiful. But yeah.
Michael, do you remember what Mitch McGovern did to us when he was at Adelaide?
Yeah, when he after the siren to draw it. Yeah. Was that the one after we were fucking 50 points up or something? Or is that a different game? That was the one, yeah? Yeah. Those seasons before 2020, before Fly, those last two seasons before that, mate, it's just a blur to me, I zone out. When we're shit, I still watch the games, but there's no memories, mate. Those last Buckley years.
We'll talk about it for like 30 seconds and then we'll move on. But the only thing I remember from 2021, or one of the things that comes to mind, is Zach Bailey's goal after the siren early in the season. That changed our year.
Yeah. Well, I can't even remember that.
It's for the best.
Yeah.
So everyone's saying Darcy Cameron did something dumb in the ruck in the end, but I can't. It's a blur for me right now. I can't quite remember. He had a good game, obviously, but what did he do?
It was a throw-in. It was a throw-in, all right? And it's like he didn't even compete for it. Pitternet just grabbed it and just bombed it forward, and McGovern marked it. And now Darcy Cameron he's had a phenomenal season. Just that one moment, I don't know what happened. Maybe he was cooked. Maybe he had a big game, but yeah, that it was you don't remember it? It was a throw in right at the end, and it's like he didn't even compete for it. It's like he was that cooked, and Pitnet just grabbed it and just bombed it, and that's how they got the mark. Yeah.
Look, they obviously that moment probably not ideal for him, but they had so much pressure on us that whole quarter. They had one more chance. They had one more chance, and they got it.
Yeah. Every time we're up in the last quarter, I'm looking at the time and I'm thinking, okay, they need 6 goals in 15 minutes. We can do this. And then it's like, all right, they need 5 goals in 12 minutes. You stop thinking like that when they're like 3 points behind, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I play these little mind games with myself? Because that's what I did against Freo. I remember thinking, all right, they need fucking 6 goals in 10 minutes. There's no way that will happen. And then it's, so yeah. Anyway, it's a fantastic feeling. We've had a shit season, but it's still alive, and we can go next week with a bit of hope. Sydney just got absolutely poleaxed. Hopefully they don't come out raring to go. I don't watch other teams, so I don't know what the deal is there. Have you been following that? Like what's going on with them? Are they like injury ravaged or?
They're pretenders, man. Don't even worry about them, bro. Don't even worry about them.
I bet you Grundy's fucking having shockers, mate, tapping it straight to the opposition and shit.
Hey, Treloar's doing all right, though.
Yeah. Well, look, we had to get rid of him. We had to do it. It just had to be done, mate. You know, look, I liked him, but he used to shank it too, man. And every 4 weeks, hammy. You know? Don't be surprised if he pins his hammy, mate, the next couple of weeks. You know?
Hey, one more thing.
Yep.
Hoskin Elliott?
2 good games in a row, and that's elite for Hoskin Elliott. So I hope he doesn't have a shock.
He just looks like when he plays games like this, you just wonder, man, why can't he try? It's obviously the quarrel that every player has, but when he plays like that, you're like, why can't you do that every week? You'd be the best third key tall forward in the league the way you play.
Yeah, he's mobile. He can take a mark, and I love it when he takes a mark and then just runs off. He takes like a contested sort of like a pack mark thing, and then he just runs off. It's fantastic. Love to see more of that. But yeah, well done to him. He's a player I've always bagged, but I can't complain about his performance tonight.
Go Pies.
Go Pies, mate. Anthony, you have a lovely night, mate.
I'll sleep well tonight. Don't worry. I hope you do too.
No worries, pal. Have a good one.
Good night.
See ya.
Ben Parsons from New Zealand.
Hello, hello, hello. My gosh, that was something, man. Honestly, when he shanked that kick, I went crazy. I went lie. I was just like beating my chest, was going crazy, nearly blacked out. But just so happy, man. So happy for Pendlebury. So happy for the club. Just thinking, it's cliche, but we can only control the controllable. And all Collingwood have to do is win every game. And if that means we don't make finals, at least we've tried to win every game.
And we beat Carlton.
And we beat Carlton 10 out of the last 12, which is great, to be honest.
What'd you say?
10 out of the last 12. We've beaten Carlton.
What, 10 out of 12 games? We've won 10 times out of the last 12. Is that right?
That's true. That is very true.
Wow.
Just been hearing Boomer and watching the stream. Feel sorry for your cousin that he supports Carlton, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's such as life, eh? People choose things, so.
Look, he's not my cousin. We call him Cuzzy, but he's as good as a brother to me. The only knock on him is he's a Carlton fan, a diehard Carlton fan at that.
Yeah. I mean, you win some, you lose some. It's all right.
Unfortunately, in his lifetime, supporting Carlton, he's lost more than he's won, unfortunately.
I was just thinking about it. I think the last time Carlton won a premiership, I was 8 months old. That's how long they've been. That's how long since they won a premiership. 95. So that was, yeah. Emotion. Sad for Degoe. Happy that Hoskin Elliott did really well. Even Mason Cox, man. I love it when he like gives it back to those guys. Like just that fight was cracker. Just wanted to like beat him up.
Oh, you don't want to hear the things I say. When that stuff happens, you don't want to hear the things I say.
Yeah, it's like if I'm up, I don't know. That's the American coming out of him, I think. It's like you're still a Yank. That's all right. It's crazy. I'm just so happy that we won the game. Yeah, I mean they'll be nice, but highly unlikely for a New Zealand team. But it's all right. This season is probably the craziest season since I've been following the game. Like I've never seen a season like this. Like what is it like? Gold Coast have 36 points. There's still a lot of wins, and they're like nowhere near finals. Yeah, it's. I think I'm like you. I'm a bit lost for words. Like up by 32 is like, yes, we're gonna win this game big time, and then they get close. They get close, close, and close. Like, oh man, come on, not again. Can't do this again. Can't lose to these guys again. But I don't know what it is. It's just Pendlebury just knows what to do. Like he's
Did
just.
he do anything wrong tonight, Scott Pendlebury? Let me put a poll up. Let me put a poll up. Start a poll. Did Scott Pendlebury do anything wrong tonight? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I think the only thing he didn't do was kick that banana. If he kicked that goal, oh my gosh, that would have went. The place would have exploded. I think if he kicked that goal in the first quarter.
He had no right to score that, and he nearly did.
And I've heard like was it Damien Barrett and other people saying like he should like go to like North Melbourne or something and help their development. I feel like
get fucked.
Collingwood will rejuvenate in the midfield, and having him at least another season would help that rejuvenation. He's still important. If you put him at a halfback, he can pinch it in the midfield when need be. It was a perfect game for him, really. Contested ball. It's just
greatness. Those stats are wrong. I'm telling you, brother. Those 5 turnovers, they're wrong. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Ignore that. Ignore that. It's fake news.
Oh my god. I don't even know. It's great. Great work for the guys. So I'm been a busy week.
I'm knackered too, mate. Don't worry.
But just want to say congratulations, Pendlebury, for 400 games. Well done, well deserved. Hopefully, at least close to the record. I don't know about the record. He even said himself like he wants to take it a week at a time. But I mean, it's professional sport, so it's like the body can take so much. So he's got to 400 games. He'll probably pass up Burgoyne and KB. So he's one of one in Collingwood's eyes, I'd say. But
Wooden Spoon Data is here to tell us champion data fucked that up. We did not have 5 turnovers. I don't want to hear it.
When are you starting Pies data? Pies data, mate.
Can we watch
Ian and
Pies press conference together? So if they put the press conference on the Collingwood website, I think I can. How about let's all listen to the Collingwood team song from the game. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Ben, you're still going to be on stream, but you're not going to be on the screen. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second, mate. Present. Let's listen to the song. We all deserve this, do we not?
Yep.
Oh, there you are, Benny. This ad does my head in, by the way.
Together for 25 years. Here's some silver to celebrate our silver anniversary. We want to thank our oldest and our most celebrated partner, Emirates.
Here's to more moments, more celebrations, and more success. Together with Emirates.
How
That's
goes that?
awesome. It's an awesome feeling to see the team song. Like, we were so blessed with it last year. Like to see it most weeks. And then like to start the season, not so much. And then the previous 4 losses was hard. But that just feels sweet. They feel sweet, honestly. Yeah.
Benny, you're going to sleep like a baby tonight, mate. I tell you what.
I probably am. I probably am.
You're going to be dreaming about Pendlebury tonight.
Yeah, I can see to you. He is the people's champion. Darcy Moore's the captain, but Pendlebury's the people's champion.
He's the people champ.
Happy that the commentators finally give a shout out to Darcy Cameron. Goodness me, like one of the best
Don't worry.
ruckmen in the game.
We're ahead of time here at Pies Footy. The Pies Footy community appreciate Darcy Cameron. We're well ahead of them. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so just happy they got the win. Yeah. We live on for
Benny
another
Darcy,
week.
we'll see you next week, brother.
See you, man.
On to the
Take
next
care,
one.
guys.
Love you, mate. Ultimate greatness.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Collingwood win is up.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess it's kind of a bit of a weird feeling because I've already put in the comments that Richmond didn't really feel like it was such a numb win. But
Perfectly described there.
Yeah, it's this one feels like this actually did something. Yeah, kind of a weird feeling, eh? We haven't had this, or at least I haven't had this feeling in a bit. So, just going to take it as it comes, and not that I'm wishing this, but if we don't win a game for the rest of the year, at least we can say we took out Carlton twice. So it's
Greatness. I need to get your name.
First name?
I need a first name basis.
All right, Sean.
Sean.
Yeah.
I agree 100% that even if we don't make finals, I can sleep in the bed where Collingwood beat Carlton twice in this volatile year for Collingwood.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I personally at this point as it stands, I still don't see us making finals. I just think the hill is just way too steep. Always happy to be proven wrong. If we make finals, I'm not going to be upset by it. But at the same time, like from a realistic point of view, I personally just don't see it, but I mean, hey, we play every week, and if we get a win every week, I think we make it. So, and
We got Sydney. They're looking like a rabble.
Yeah, but Sydney in Sydney, and I still worry about our midfield. I worry about our midfield a lot. They probably have been.
They're faster midfield.
Anyone that has skills and speed, they just kill us every time, and Sydney have got that in abundance. Yeah, I mean, you can just pick any of them. Any of them all have those skill, all have that skill set, and especially with coming off their game tonight, they got thumped by Port, so probably the worst time to play them, to be honest, because I think we got them next week, don't we? So if we're going to play them, this is probably the worst time. So, but then again, you got Jeremy Howe playing 250, I think. So, and I mean, you would like to think if he's not the most respected player in the team at the moment, he's certainly up there for top 3 or 4. Because I mean, that's why he's in the leadership group every year. So you'd like to hope we have a Pendlebury game for Howe next week. But yeah, it's there you go, high grade hamstring for De Goey. Yeah, well, there you go. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to turn up every week. We're going to support and we're going to hope for the best. But I think expectations, at least from my end, are sort of let's just put in a fair effort and see how it goes. And yeah.
What was your favorite moment tonight, Sean?
Favorite moment? I mean, it would have easily have been the Pendlebury goal if he kicked that snap, because I was just because it was for a split second I actually genuinely thought it was going in. That was the crazy part. And then obviously hit the post and what happened. But yeah, favorite moment.
Or Sean,
Mm.
what or who surprised you the most tonight?
In terms of their performance and how well they did, I thought as much as he's had a very up and down season, and he is very reliant on his confidence, I thought Frampton had a very good game tonight. I know he had his mistakes, and a lot of times he had, he genuinely had moments where you thought, yeah, okay, that's not great at all. But I think overall, I mean, yeah, the fact that Kerno was goalless, kicked 2 goals. I think Mackay might have kicked 1 or 2. I think the defense as a whole, which is, again, it comes down to the midfield as well. I think our defense has been under so much pressure this year. And then the fact that with Murphy retiring and not playing a game this year, I think that I think a lot of people have given it attention. I just don't really think people have given it enough attention, because it's a serious hole that Murphy leaves. And the fact that we have Darcy Moore that, has tried to be that sort of defender to take down, the informed key forward, and that's just not the type of player he is. So the fact that Frampton has come in the way that he has, and at times he has moved forward, which I think we shouldn't have done in the first place, because his form early on in the season, in my opinion, was actually very solid till we moved him forward. So I thought I thought tonight was probably not back to his best, but it was as close as to his best we've seen in a long time. And given his previous form, you take that in a heartbeat.
100%. 100%. I put a poll up, Sean. I said,
"Yep,
who surprised you the most? Frampton, Hoskin Elliott, Howe, or other?" 50% so far goes to Frampton.
I mean, one player I would probably put in there too, and I'm wondering your take on it. I thought his game was better last week. But I still think with Jack Vitale, I thought he has been sort of like standing up. He's been getting a bit more confidence. The fact that he's been, one of the guys that, and yeah, I've had my criticisms with Jack. Like, I thought in the preseason, I thought he started very, very well. And but one thing is when you go to preseason and you don't have the opposition to sort of put the pressure on you, and like it's a whole nother ball game when you're in game. And then his form started to drop off a bit late. So whether if he got told at a certain point that he got picked and then he sort of dropped off because he knew like he had his spot, I'm not entirely sure about that. But especially the last, like I want to say, the last 2 games he's played, I thought it's been pretty solid. And at the end of the day, like, we want these players to play well, so I feel like if you're gonna support the club, I think as much as we got to give the constructive criticism, but you've also got to praise the players that are also doing well, because we don't want, at the end of the day, if Vitale could become a player, and I'm not saying he's going to be, but we all want Vitale to get the best footy out of himself, and if that means like we got to play him a few extra games, there's really not many players that are really like screaming down the door, in terms of opportunities. So if he's getting better, that only makes the club better. And it's a slowly but surely process. But I think at least from the last 2 weeks, I think he's actually been pretty solid, because I know he had a rough start when he did debut, but his last 2 games have been solid, and hopefully he continues that form.
Tell me about this guy. Tell me a bit about him tonight.
Yeah, so he has definitely improved his form, I think, recently, and he's sort of coming to terms. I think this is the last few weeks we've seen him be the most comfortable he's ever been this season, and that's with obviously everything at play. So with obviously, as I mentioned, with Murphy not being around anymore, you can sort of see like he's getting the balance between when to defend, when to intercept, like a lot better. And sometimes that takes time. I mean, that's why you have training. That's why you have pre-seasons. Because sometimes when you have a role, when the role switches, like some players just don't adapt overnight. Like that's why when you have a trade period and you get a player in, I mean, we've even seen as a recent example of like Schultz. Like we obviously paid a high price. We expected him to be good straight away, and he just wasn't. And, sometimes, we think that this game is very simple and very basic in nature. And at times it can be for some, and then for some others it isn't. But, but that's basically all around. Like, regardless if you've been at the club for a week, or if you've been there for 10 years, or if you've been there, or if you've been around as long as Pendlebury, who's been there for about 2,500 years, sometimes, some players can just step in and it's like a natural fit, and others, it takes about a year or two. So, I think with Moore having to adapt to, a role that he hasn't exactly had previously, I thought his last few weeks have been a lot better. And I don't think we'll ever see him as that, full back, sort of like taking the key forward, but his intercept game and the way that he was controlling the defense has been a lot more consistent, the way he leads it. Like, and I think that's probably whether if it's his best game in defense, I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, just at the end of the day, his last month has been very solid. So as long as he's, hitting the standards every week, that's all you can ask for, really.
For you, who gets the 3 Brownlow votes across the 2 teams tonight?
It's kind of hard for me this week because I mean I wasn't really watching the AFL app, so I don't know. I'm not well known in my stats at the moment, but
off the eye.
Off the eye. Yeah. It's genuinely hard to pick because it was such a I don't know if you agree with this as well, but I thought it was such a team oriented game. I mean, one of the things I did see, I think Dacos had about 28 disposals, which is obviously extremely low for his standards. But we had a heap of players. What's that? Sorry.
And 1 goal.
Yeah, and a goal, but just from a disposal count, I thought we shedded around a lot more than we used to. Like, it wasn't Nick Dacos getting 35, 40 disposals this week. Like, I felt like we had a lot of guys like sharing it around, and everyone was like playing their role. I know I'm sort of like trying to. I know I'm like dancing around the question because I just don't know. God. Actually, you know what? I thought
you won't shoot you for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of his first game back, I thought Cox did really well. He would have to get some votes, especially given that was a position like we needed someone in that. Yeah, I mean, Penderbury got the 23 disposals. He's got to get the 3 votes. I definitely agree with that. And yeah, you'd have to. I mean, Dacos always gets votes. So I'll give him the 2, and maybe, and I'll give Cox the 1. But yeah, don't officialize that because
Shawnee.
Yep.
Before we let you go, what do you love about Pendles? Question mark.
Just his playing ability, his leadership, his presence on and off field, and even in the locker room. He's just someone that always gets the best out of himself. But I would imagine. I mean, it's not hard to think of the fact that if you're a teammate alongside him, he makes you better. His influence and impact is not on just himself. It's literally every person, player. I'm sure he probably even influences Fly in a good way too, because that's just how much influence he has. But I can't speak any more highly of the man because he's I mean, for someone that's been watching football for I don't know, maybe 25 years, because obviously there was some years I was a baby and didn't know any words, but I'd say for at least 25 years, I don't think I've seen, in terms of with my own eyes, I've not seen anyone better. So,
poetry emotion, Sean. Sweet dreams. I hope you have positive dreams about Pendles when your head hits the pillow tonight. And we'll see you next week, hopefully.
All good.
See you, Sean. Take care, mate.
All right. See ya.
Kev, are you ready?
What are we, mate?
Kev's Magpies. What's going on, brother?
Not much. I'm very happy. When Mitch McGovern had that shot after the siren, and when he missed it, kicked down the floor, I thought, yeah, that's it. We've done it. Carlton kicked in Aqua in the first quarter. We got a couple goals our way. I would say we dominated 95% of the game, majority of the game. But Carlton, that 5%, they fought back in that last quarter, and we were 31 points in front. It's like, I want us to keep going. But credit to Carlton, they came back, and we kept Kerno goalless for the first time. So I'm very happy with that.
Talk to me about how the energy was at the ground when we were up by 32 points, and then talk to me about the last 5 minutes of the game.
When we were up, the crowd was insane. It really was. We really got into the game as a crowd. We were doing the Collingwood chant. The last 5 minutes was nerve-wracking. Just trying to encourage the boys to keep going. It was absolutely insane. And when Mitch McGovern took that mark and the siren sounded, we all got up. And then luckily for us that McGovern kicked it out on the full. I thought that, to be honest with you, mate, I thought there was a jumper clash tonight. I know people aren't going to admit that, but even there's a couple of people where I was even saying that it looked like a bit of a jumper clash because it seems like, we're giving the ball straight to Carlton. The amount of times that it was, when we handball or kick it, those Carlton jumpers with white shorts instead of us with black shorts. I don't know if you agree with that, if there was a bit of a clash tonight, but it certainly looked like there was.
We got the win, Kev.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy. But I definitely thought there was a bit of a jumper clash there. I was there for Pendles' 300th, and there was a jumper clash there with the shorts, and 400 controversy again with the jumper clash. But at the same time, we won, and to witness that live twice in 2 of the milestones, and to keep that milestone win streak going, unbelievable. And he played really well tonight, Pendles. And that's all what we ask for our senior goal is to play well, and he did, and the boys didn't let him down. So I'm very happy.
I'm happy too, Kev. Do I look happy?
So you do. I trust me. I'm so excited. I called a mate after the game. I'd be respectful. If I was by myself, I would have ripped in him. But even he admitted that we played really well tonight, and we deserved to win. But now he's got to wear a Collingwood scarf on Tuesday, and for the whole entire week, he has to say Carlton's trash. And whatever I say on his live stream, he has to say it. So I'm so glad I did that bet, and I can't wait to enjoy it for the whole week. And I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised too if we beat Sydney. The way that Sydney are playing at the moment, I will not be surprised if we come out and beat them at their home ground. We'll beat Brisbane and Melbourne. I said that Sydney will be a 50-50 game, but I will not be surprised if we absolutely come out and beat them, considering on how bad form that Sydney are.
Kev,
Yeah, mate.
you had the opportunity to encounter Pendles at training this week. How was that?
Yeah, good. I shook his hand, got a photo with him. I called him to senior go, and I said to him, mate, good luck. So yeah, I'm really glad I got the opportunity to do that, and then to be at the game tonight. It's just a real honour. I'm 33. I've witnessed Buckley, I've witnessed Tarrant, Rocker, these sort of guys, but Pendles, mate, he's clever. He's very clever. And what makes him special is his ability to find some space and to slow the game down and find the right option. And he did that time and time tonight.
Kev,
and I'm so proud of him.
You describe Pendles the way Bruce McAvaney would. Clever and special.
He is. And that's why I got number 10 on the back of the Guernsey, and I'm wearing his 400 long T-shirt. So I'm so happy, to be honest. And go home, enjoy the win, celebrate, and rip into some of the other Carlton supporters that I know.
Yeah.
And
be kind.
Yeah.
Humble in victory.
Focus on Sydney. So, we've got this.
Kev, can you scream for me in the train
Yeah,
and say
mate.
go Pies? Can you scream go Pies and let everyone know?
Yeah, I'll try. Go Pies!
Yeah, Kev. That's the one, Kev. Wait, one more time. Let me hear it. Come on.
Go Pies! Let's go.
Let's go, Kev.
All right.
Kev,
Have a good one, mate.
we love you here, mate. Take it easy, brother.
Love you too, brother.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Mickles, you ready? Been waiting patiently. I appreciate it. Let's do it.
Hey,
Welcome.
let's go.
Wow.
Hey, how good did that win?
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Scott's 400th. He performed really well. I thought he was one of the most standout players in that field. Yeah, just kind of almost speechless. I was shaking towards the end, last 3 minutes, I remember. I thought, oh no, don't score that. And eventually they didn't. And we just got scraped that win. So yeah, really proud of that win, though. We'll take that. So it makes us more confident against Sydney as well, because remember, the Sydney's going to what is it? They're going to be traveling. So after Port, they're going to be coming back to Sydney. So we've got a bit of confidence building up there.
Mickles, talk to me about when McGovern had that shot on the siren.
Oh, okay. You know what? I told my roommate, I said, watch. I said originally the distance, he caught the ball. He got knocked in the head, I remember, a little bit maybe, if you want to sell that. And I thought he's either going to miss it on a full or he's going to go for a behind. That's what was going to happen. There was still a chance of it for it to be a goal, and that was what it could have been as well. But the way the angle he kicked it and the way it was going, I feel like mentally he was affected, and it was just going out on a full. I thought, yes, we got it. You know, really proud of that win. And, you know, again, like everyone's been saying it, we've sealed that victory twice in a row against Carlton. You know, really proud of the boys, you know. So, yeah, it's a really positive note to go on.
I'm lost for words, Mickles. I can't lie. I'm still lost for words.
Me too.
Can you show us your top?
My top? Hey, yeah. So, yeah, I bought this from like...
Let's see.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, that's cold.
NFL jersey also. But, yeah, I thought I'd get it because, I mean, I have a Guernsey as well. It's like an Indigenous round game. I don't remember from what year, but it was a really nice design. But I really like this one as well. So, yeah, I'm going to be walking out in Geelong with this all day round tomorrow.
Yeah, let the Geelong fellas know about it. Let them know.
Yeah, especially Geelong, yeah. I mean, if we face Geelong on the bright side, if we go in the top 8 and we face Geelong, I think I'd be a little bit more confident this time around because considering how we got against Carlton, you know, and Carlton really don't like us. They really try their best as well. I mean, you saw that third quarter. I'll be honest. There's a lot of holding ball moments, but you know, Carlton actually got the edge. There was a lot of good plays through the corridor around the top. They went around either top left or top right. They outplayed us in the third quarter, to be honest. But that second quarter, I thought it was a little bit cheeky from the umpires. But yeah, it was a good game though. What do you think, man?
What do I think? I was optimistic about this game because I just feel like we match well against Carlton. I'm not sure if you know Mickles, but we've beaten them 10 of our last 12 games. Did you know that?
Ooh, 10. Damn.
10
there you go. It adds up.
So, look, I feel like we played the true Collingwood way. We got the job done. And I can go to bed happy knowing we beat Carlton twice this year. They are a great side. They're probably destined for something. They could be destined for something special, but tonight's not their night. It's our night. It's Pendle's SP10 400. It's his night.
It is his night. I mean, even Patrick Cripps mentioned it. You know, he admitted it. You know, they weren't good enough, and as well. So I respect Cripps for admitting that. You know, not a lot of teams would want to admit that. They want to go, oh well, we just either didn't turn up or so. But he admired Pendlebury's especially 400 performance. You know, he really put his A game there. So yeah, props to also Carlton as the team. They really did try their best.
They fought back, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Fourth quarter, especially in the fourth quarter as well. They didn't try to give up. They even had the last shot as well. But yeah, we got it. So Sydney is now next.
On to the next one.
Sorry?
On to the next one, Mickles.
Yeah, we got Sydney next. Sydney's going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a revenge game, I feel, because we lost to them in the first round, and that was at the MCG when we were unveiling the flag and all that. It was a bit of a disappointment, yes, but I feel like the revenge would be sweeter if we beat them at home at Sydney. Could make up for it.
Hey, on to the next one. Let's celebrate.
Next one,
tonight.
let's go.
Let's soak it up tomorrow. Let's soak it up for the week. Going to Jeremy Howe's 250th next week. Mickles. We've got Caleb. We've got Caleb next up. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And it was a pleasure having you on for the first time. And I hope to see you many more from here. Okay.
Yeah, look forward again, man. Take care.
Take care, brother. Sleep well.
Yeah. Let's go.
Take it easy, brother.
You too.
Shout out Giga Chad for the dono. It's all for Pendles. Caleb is here, but I think he is frozen. I'm going to add him in. No, he's gone. He's galanicked at it. I'm going to message him. I'm going to message him. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me message Caleb. Sorry, guys. My phone's playing up. Champs, jump in. Guys. Wow. Let me just say something. Pies footy. Darcy Cameron gets votes. So we had a poll. Who gets the 3 votes tonight? Nick Dacos 62%, Cripps 10%, Howe 10%, Hoskinelli 10%. I should have put Pendles in there, but it only gives me 4 options. So don't hate me, guys. Don't hate me. But yeah, wow. God, Chad, hey, shout out, man. Shout out for the dono. Appreciate that, man. It's been a tough 4 or 5 weeks for us, for the Collingwood family. But we persevere to get to relish these games. And Bobby Hill had another almost game, but it was better than almost. I thought, yeah, he had a good game, but he could have had an all-time game if he kicked straight. But that's okay. We won. Goal assist king. He's fast becoming our Cyril Rioli. Maybe without the pressure as much. He does have those moments, though. Who did he chase down last week? Bobby Hill's chase down on Daniel Rioli. Wow. Yep. Fiona, are you still in Japan, brother? Are you still in Japan? How'd you enjoy that one in Japan? Were there any other Collingwood fans around you when you were watching it? Chris was great, wasn't he? Now that I come to think of it, he was unreal. We need that from him on a consistent basis. I feel like when Chris plays his A game, Collingwood are a much better side for it. That's the truth. But guys, I'm going to get the review done. I've got to go get the review done, get that out for you guys. I'm doing a top 10 trade steals tomorrow as well. Top 10 trade steals since 2000. So get ready for that one as well. So I'll be going to work. I'm not going to bed. I'm not ending the stream because I want to sleep. I'm going to be getting content out for Pies Footy. So good night, guys. Love you all. Go Pies. Enjoy this one. Until Sydney. Peace.